Tonight on West Dakota Fox News at 9. First came the lava. Now there's a new deadly danger rising from an erupting Hawaiian volcano. Plus, a journey back in time to learn an important and timely lesson of American history. But first, tackling healthcare reform in our state, what it means for those in need.
This is West Dakota Fox News at 9 with Molly Martinez and meteorologist Henry Blakes. Your first news of the night starts right now on West Dakota Fox News at 9.
Good evening, I'm Molly Martinez. Big changes could be coming to the state healthcare system, and it could affect more than 60,000 North Dakotans. Reporter Andrew Horn shows us the current model and why legislators say it needs some work done.
What is the purpose that they serve?
To change or not to change, that's what North Dakota legislators are trying to decide with the state's public employees retirement system. If they do that, they'll need new regulations.
What we want to make sure is that if we go to self-insured, that oversight remains in place. So one of the bills we'll be considering does that.
The self-funded model puts all the risk and reward on the state.
I'm more inclined, I think, to stay where we're at, because I don't think we're going to find the savings in a self-insurance that we have now.
Before they can do that, the legislature needs to fix that statute, which essentially prohibits a self-funded plan from being considered. If that's fixed, then the PERS board can switch their focus to pharmaceutical contracts.
The interest is in whether or not we should consider managing the prescription part of that ourselves as opposed to contracting that with the carrier. And I think that's a big step, and it's going to require some consideration.
The deadline before the prescription part will be before next session in January. For West Dakota Fox, I'm Andrew Horn.
All right, let's throw it over now to Henry. Henry, we're in for a chilly night.
Yeah, a little bit chilly for tomorrow because we've had a cold front that pushed through.
Thanks, Henry. North Dakota is leading the pack in unmanned aerial system technology, and now it's going to help develop the future of America's drone system. Today, the U.S. Department of Transportation announced the Unmanned Aircraft System Integration Pilot Program. It will focus on safely flying drones over people, at night, and beyond the line of sight. The state's DOT program will lead the way with the help from public, private, and tribal agencies, as well as the Northern Plains UAS test site.
There's a lot of excitement about North Dakota back in Washington as well. We have high hopes for this particular drone pilot project here.
Supporters say the program will bring new business, jobs, and technology to the state. The plan is to help integrate drones into agriculture, emergency response, search and rescue, and more. Speaking of flying, the sky's the limit for more than 800 fifth graders. It's part of the 15th annual Aviation Career Day. Kids learned the ins and outs of an aircraft, plus what it takes to soar. Reporter Maddie Gelseth was there.
Students learned everything from Blackhawks to crop dusters at the Bismarck Airport. It was an all-day event where students attended 18 different short hands-on presentations from aviation professionals. Students even got to take pictures of most aircrafts.
I never see any kids leaving sad about anything from this event. They love seeing the Black Hawk. They love seeing all the different types of aircraft. We got King Airs, we got 172s, just about everything for kids to see and enjoy and really get a good all-around aviation experience.
Next year, they plan on doing the same event. Reporting for West Dakota Fox News at 9, I'm Maddie Gelseth.
Following a story we brought you yesterday, Governor Doug Burgum is granting a temporary waiver to allow truckers hauling anhydrous ammonia for farmers to exceed their allotted daily hours. Service requirements cap drivers at 11 hours a day, yet many of them are spending several of those hours simply waiting in line to get a load of ammonia. The order is in effect until May 30th. Today, Heidi Heitkamp joined some of her colleagues in the Senate to file a petition for a vote on net neutrality. In a statement, the senator said the FCC's misguided repeal of net neutrality is bad for families, bad for students, and bad for rural America. Today, we're forcing the vote in the Senate, potentially next week, to reinstate freedom and fairness on the internet. According to a U.S. district judge, the state of North Dakota will have to negotiate a settlement with a Native American group over voter identification laws. Judge Daniel Hovland criticized the state for exaggerating concerns about people taking advantage of expanding the methods of proof of identity of Native Americans in order to vote. The settlement talks are scheduled for May 29th in Bismarck. Well, after several years of growth, the Census Office says the North Dakota population is hitting a plateau. It estimates that North Dakota lost 155 people between 2016 and 2017. The latest population estimate is 755,393, an increase of more than 82,000 since 2010. In that time, McKenzie, Williams, and Montreal counties have grown by more than 30%. In fact, McKenzie County has seen a 100% increase. Today we caught up with Miss North Dakota USA, Abigail Pugasnik. She's gearing up to compete for the crown next month. She says the hardest part of preparing for the pageant is being a full-time student, working part-time, and practicing her interview skills for the big day.
I'm really excited. I know that I've put as much effort as I could into this, and I'm going to give it my all. And I'm ready to represent North Dakota and hopefully get us back into that top 15.
The pageant will air from Shreveport, Louisiana at 7 p.m. on Monday, May 21st, right here on West Dakota Fox. In education news, North Dakota boasts 4 of the nation's best-ranked high schools. Those include Fargo Davies High School, Century High School, Red River High School, and Central High. That's according to U.S. News. Out of 20,000 schools, only 2,500 were ranked nationally. 10 people are running for Bismarck Public School Board this year, and over the next several weeks we will be highlighting each candidate. This week we are highlighting Jay Volk, who previously served on the Mandan Public School Board. Volk is the Environmental Safety and Training Manager for BNI Coal. He served on the MSP board 4 years, resigning in 2015 when he moved out of the district to Bismarck. Volk has 3 girls to attend Liberty Elementary School, and the third will next year. In his time on the Mandan board, Volk says he assisted in the hiring process of the superintendent and business manager. His priorities with BPS would include cultural, administrative accountability, parent-teacher relations, and fiscal management.
A lot of things are missed in budget. The size budget, $155 to $170 million budgets, and we're not talking about, is this money being spent wisely?
Volk says his previous board experience combined with his professional background would be beneficial to the board. Elections are on June 12th. The Bismarck-Mandan Chamber of Commerce presented Shauna Huber with the Mandan Secondary Education Outstanding Teacher of the Year Award. She's a 6th grade teacher at Mandan Middle School and has been teaching there for 2 years. Huber says her students nominated her for this award and she's honored to receive it. Yesterday, parents in Dickinson were notified about the rezoning for the new Berg Elementary. In January, we told you the school board closed the standalone 6th grade school and planned to turn it into a K-5 school. The school is now undergoing remodeling to get ready for the new school year.
The school board has approved approximately $4.7 million to renovate Berg Elementary, and we're basically renovating the entire interior of the building and putting in also a brand new playground.
The school will be ready in August, just in time to welcome the elementary students. And Sullivan says the board approved hiring 10 extra teachers. Also in Dickinson, students took a time machine to the late 1800s today to immerse themselves in the history of Ellis Island. Dickinson High School gathered more than 400 students in the last year to produce an interactive project where visitors could learn and experience what it was like.
4 out of 10 Americans can trace their ancestry through Ellis Island, and that's really high in this part of the country as well. And so we thought it was important for that.
Ham says they will consider doing this project again moving forward. Well, the Wood House has been serving the Bismarck community for over 40 years, and now they have a new owner. Don't worry though, the new owner Dan Vondracek says he's not changing a thing. He says the Wood House has its own magic, history, and charm.
The staples will always be here. I've already gotten feedback from clients or from guests I've greeted, just at their tables, and yeah, they were adamant that the menus stay the same, and loud and clear.
Vondracek says he's excited to start this journey with his team. This week, KFYR-TV and West Dakota Fox are participating in Project Hope to raise awareness about cancer prevention and early detection and help those who might be struggling with a cancer diagnosis to find resources like the Bismarck Cancer Center. Tomorrow's color is black, representing skin cancer. Be sure to wear black. For more information about the Project Hope or how to donate, you can go to thebismarckcancercenter.com. Welcome back. First came the lava, now a new danger is looming on Hawaii's Big Island. A volcano is emitting dangerous gases, and officials are telling residents to get out. Fox News national correspondent William LaJeunesse is on the Big Island with more.
An aerial view of Kilauea volcano as it spews lava on Hawaii's Big Island. Now more volcanic fissures have opened up, endangering residential neighborhoods. At least 24 homes destroyed.
You kind of lose perspective until you're actually on the ground and seeing the lava flows and how it just erupted in the middle of the subdivision. You know, the vents are still steaming and there's gas coming. And you can see how close the homes are to the vents.
My kids are safe and our dogs are safe and we have each other, but we just want to go home.
Nearly 2,000 have been asked to evacuate, though not all have left. The new vents are emitting dangerous gases. Officials ordering stragglers to leave now.
Made sure that people went in there and started evacuating. They went door to door. You know, police, public works, civil defense, were all in there trying to get people out.
This resident went home to try to check on her lost pets and came face to face with the toxic volcanic gas.
Like choking on rotten eggs fumes. It's really thick. It just makes your eyes water, your throat hurts, everything hurts, so and your lungs literally ache. So you got to just run.
There's also a concern that lava could threaten new areas of the Big Island. The governor is asking for federal help to deal with this disaster. On the Big Island, William LaJeunesse, Fox News.
A terrifying rescue caught on police body cam. Roselle Park police officers were responding to a call of a smoking vehicle Saturday. When they arrived, the car was fully engulfed in flames. That's when officers realized there was a man inside. They rushed in, opened the door, and pulled him to safety. Police believe the man may have fallen asleep in his car. And an oil fire sparked by a transformer explosion reignited today in Texas. The first explosion happened Tuesday afternoon at the Centerpoint Energy facility, about an hour southeast of Houston. The digging continues in Michigan today as police search for what they believe could be the remains of several missing girls. Police say the main focus of their search is to find clues into what happened to 12-year-old Kimberly King, who vanished back in 1979. Arthur Ream admitted to the killing, but now police say there could be several more. Former New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman was spotted for the first time today since announcing his resignation. It comes amid allegations he sexually assaulted multiple women. 2 of those women say they required medical treatment after the alleged assaults, but were too afraid to go to police. Today we're learning the Mormon Church plans on ending its relationship with the Boy Scouts of America. The 105-year partnership comes to a close next year. The LDS Church says it will remain fully engaged with Boy Scouts until then. From uncoupling to mergers, Disney CEO Bob Iger says he is confident in his company's planned deal to acquire entertainment assets from 21st Century Fox. That's despite a possible rival bid from Comcast. Disney's $52 billion bid for Fox was announced in December. And Burberry says Target missed the mark, and now they're suing for copyright infringement. They say Target is selling plaid scarves that look too much like their signature look. Burberry is suing for damages around $8 million for each trademark violation. And no use in crying over spilled milk, but what about spilled chocolate milk? That's the question right now in Poland after a tanker truck carrying 12 tons of chocolate milk overturned after colliding with a traffic barrier. Okay, now from a cleanup to a cool down, let's send it over to Henry.
Yeah, most definitely a cool down because the cold front has already pushed south of the viewing area.
Welcome back. The game of golf is just as much about mental preparedness as it is technique of your swing. If you're not in the right mindset, 18 holes can feel like an eternity. Reporter Megan Von Barron learned how the Minot High School golf team prepares for the roughs and the greens of the game. 4 kittens in Florida are keeping some of their 9 lives after being rescued from inside a car. A Florida detective heard the 4 furry stowaways when she got into her car Monday morning. Michelle Gorgon says she didn't have the radio on yet. When she started driving, she heard them be meowing. She pulled them out. Now all of these cuties are getting ready for adoption. Henry, tonight it's looking like we're all going to want to curl up to a radiator.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be on the chilly side for tomorrow. Even tonight it's going to be a little bit chilly, and the wind's going to be picking up for your Thursday also, in addition to the chance of showers. Starting out across the southwest and parts of Montana, and then gradually pushing east throughout the day. Here's a look at the 7-day outlook. A couple of cool, chilly days. By the weekend, we're back into the 60s. Mother's Day looking good, low 70s, and then closer to 80 degrees by the next work week.
This is a beautiful Mother's Day.
Yeah, it is. So no excuses.
It's a gift you're getting all moms, Henry.
Yeah, I like to think of that way.
We'll see you tomorrow.